Ladies and gentlemen, prepare yourself for the WIN Show on KZKO. Take part with the cast by sending your suggestions for each segment throughout the week or during the show by hitting them up on Facebook at World Improv Network, Twitter at World Improv Net, or the WIN KZKO blog. Now, enjoy the show. It's local. It's global. You are listening to WIN World Local News.
Local news with Potter Smittss. Our top story today is brought to us by WIN contributor Conrad of Bozeman, Montana. This just in to the WIN World Political News Desk. 2016 Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump, or better known as just the Donald, has decided to name former Pennsylvania Senator Rick Santorum as his vice presidential running mate, 1 year before even officially receiving the Republican nomination or even consulting with Mr. Santorum first. To find out why and how this wealthy morality duel came about, let's go live to WIN senior political reporter Anthony Weiner, who is in Washington, D.C. at the Donkey and Elephant Gentlemen's Club with the political inside scoop and a cherry on top. Anthony?
Yeah, thank you, Potter. I'm here at my favorite spot. I'm here at a Gentlemen's Club, and, with me is, the bouncer of the Donkey and the Elephant, Guido, and, you have a very, strong opinion about the Donald. You've been hanging out with him a lot around the circuit. Were you surprised by the news? No. Not at all. You had an inside track on this? No. Oh, okay. No inside track. You just had is this like an ESP, a kind of feeling? Yeah. All right. Now, your political views, how aligned are they with Mr. Rick Santorum? Somewhat. Somewhat. Okay. You, are you yourself, would you identify as a right-wing Christian? I'm a Phillies fan. Oh, must be a rough year for you then. Yeah, rebuilding. Yeah. Well, are you originally from Philly? Nah. Oh, lucky you. Now, the Donald himself, he's been on the road, and, word around the club here is that you were a little insulted he didn't ask you to go with him. Well, I gave him a ride one time. Oh. And I thought, it would be nice of him to maybe return the favor. Yeah. Repay debts, and you scratch his back, he should have scratched yours. I vote too. Right? Mm-hmm. Now, has that, adversely affected your future, support of Mr. Trump? Well, actually, I would like to take this time, to announce my own candidacy. For, presidential and vice presidential nominations. Both yourself on your own ticket? Both of these. Oh, very bold, very bold. Now, do you have any kind of, what's the word I'm thinking of? Like monies lined up behind you? I don't got much monies, but I know my whole neighborhood would vote for me. Oh. And I bet you they'd put me up on the big screen back at the Phillies home. Oh. Yeah. That's really the pinnacle. Yeah. So, any platform ideas that you want to put out there for those people that may not be from your neighborhood and may not know you? I'd like to make the national cheese whiz. Oh, okay. 'Cause Philly cheesesteak's always solid. Yeah. It's a solid prime lunch. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And I think the other thing is universal health care and education. Oh, okay. You are pro those things. Yeah. Okay. That's I think a lot of people can get behind you on that, Guido. And I personally, speaking for myself, I'm in. Thank yous. Yeah, and now, do you plan to? Are you planning to travel? Are you going to bring any of the girls with you? Well, I was thinking about doing like a video with girls. So instead of me traveling, like I could travel through the internet. Oh, smart! Everywhere. Yeah, and I could stay here is where I am. and then send myself off everywhere all at once.
Yeah, kind of stay in touch with your neighborhood, but still get your message out there.
Yeah. It's kind of like a Tupac hologram.
Oh, now that was very expensive from what I hear.
Well, it was just something that I'd been working on, and I know the guy that was in charge of the hologram.
So, now, hold on, Guido, you are a hologram mechanist on your spare time?
Well, yeah, I used to dabble in it.
Oh, now, I don't know that we've ever had a political figure as high as the president that knows about holograms and things.
Oh, it was just kind of a side job that I used to do while, bouncing here at the Gentleman's Club.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm just only getting more and more excited about this venture.
Me too.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing this video with the girls.
Yeah.
Back to you, Potter.
Wow. Guido and Guido for 2016. That sounds fantastic. And Cheese Whiz is definitely the best way to go with Philly cheesesteaks. No question about it. Okay, well, on to our next story, and it's provided to us by WIN contributor Sergio of Valencia, Spain. In this summer's lively running of the bull season, 7 people have already been gored and trampled to death by free-range bulls in the streets of Spain, causing many to wonder why the annual bull murder rate in this southern European nation has exceeded that of the great white shark. Well, to dig our cute little and cutty horns straight into the lungs of the story, let's head on over live to the streets of Pamplona, Spain, to WIN International Animal Behavior reporter Carlos Puyos, who's spearheading the story. Carlos?
Hi there. Live here in Spain. I've got a very nice local gentleman with me. Pierre Gustavo.
Hola.
Hello, Pierre. How's this affected you and your family?
We have been very sad. Been made very sad by all the death. The running of the bulls it's a shot in the arm financially for my family. And if the bulls are taking over and they're keeping people away, then my children won't eat.
So you're saying the bulls take over Spain?
I fear that this is just the first step in the bulls working toward a full overthrow of the Spanish government.
Oh, wow. Well, is there a leader to this bull movement?
Well, I haven't identified a single particular bull, but I have found many pictures of bodacious all over the city of Pamplona. Just a spray-painted outline of bodacious. And we don't know what bulls are spearheading this vandalism, but I have my eyes open.
Well, do you think this is going to come to a point of taking up arms?
I pray that it does not come to that, but
that's what you see.
I fear so, yes. I have been sharpening my spears. I've been collecting my matador friends, and we are ready to march, should it be necessary.
Would you say this is a reminding you back of the days of the late 17th century in the French Revolution?
Oh, si, very much. There are many red hats, and many hats that have just been stained with the blood of these 7 murdered individuals. That, as it runs down the streets of my city, it runs as though the tears down my face. And I think back, and I just want to eat cake.
Oh, I love cake.
I do too. But if these bulls keep killing people, then there will be no money for cake for my children, or for my wife and myself.
This is horrible. I don't know if Spain can recover from this, Mr. Gustavo.
No.
I must say that my wishes, my prayers, and my hopes lay with you and your family and your wife, that you can all have cake.
I thank you, and I pray that should full-scale war break out, you will return and fight with me.
I promise you, Mr. Gustavo, I will stand by you and fight for the rights of you.
Si, yes. Gracias, senor.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Gustavo. I'm going to send it back to the studio.
Thank you, Carlos. Well, that seems like a pretty deadly task at hand, and also seems like maybe Spain will be running in a completely different direction. Okay, well, let's get a check on the sports and head on over to Fired Up Frank, who's at the Six Flags theme park in Montreal, Canada, for the 2015 International Motion Sickness Festival. Well, how's the vibe and how's the competition looking over there, Fired Up?
Yeah, I'm having trouble keeping track of the competition, as everything here is occurring in a rotating cylinder. I'm having trouble focusing. I've been mainlining Dramamine for the past day and a half, and it's not doing me any good, Potter. The world is swimming. I think I can see there are several people gathered, and they're swaying back and forth, and the whole bottom of the cylinder is just a 3 inches layer thick of vomit. Most of it my own. I will admit I am not a contestant. And, oh God, excuse me, back to you.
Wow, you got a cheer for that one there, Fired Up. Must be exciting. Okay, well, let's get a check on the global weather, and let's check in with Jasmine Snowflake, who's in Simi Valley, California, frolicking around in the Southern California wildfires. How's the weather looking like out there, Jasmine?
Hey there. Well, I can say the weather's looking pretty rough, but the people are looking pretty good. So today I want to talk about how Project Runway returned back to the air last Thursday. It's Heidi's return to the grace of the fashion world with her cohort, Tim Gunn. Make it work, you two. Make it work. I also wanted to mention that around this fire I've seen a whole lot of rompers. It's a return of the romper is what I'm saying. This fall you better go out and get your romper so you can impress your favorite bae. Oh, one more thing. Around these fires I've noticed that wearing gladiator-style sandals has caused a lot of third-degree foot burns on women. Or men deciding to wear that, depending on your fashion choice. So keep those toes safe and covered up, and don't put them in the fire. So, that's it.
Well, thank you so much, Jasmine. I mean, that was an absolutely awesome take on the weather and what's going on in the social sphere. And thank you all for tuning in to WIN World Local News. I'm Potter Smittss. Tune into next to Community Court on the World Improv Network.
Give the WinCast your suggestions via Facebook, Twitter, or the KZKO Win blog during the commercial break of a case that needs to be heard during community court. Next on KZKO. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with another exciting segment for WIN on KZKO The Vibe.